Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody is doing well. Hello, Pink Dix. Hello. Hello. Talks. Boy. Scott's. Ricky. How are you guys? Hope you're all doing well this morning. And Scott, thank you. I am up. I didn't do a freaking late night stream last night, so we're good there. Hey, Peter. Hope you're doing well. Why does it always do that? It doesn't let me pin. I don't know why. 9 in here. So apparently there are several people lurking. Well, Scott, what can I say? You had to go there. Oh my gosh. I don't know why it always does that. I can't pin. Mr. Festo, hello, hello, hello. Allow me to pin. Let's see. Hey, Jess. Hope everything is going well. Okay, there we go. Glad you guys can make it. Hey, Muppet. If anybody wants to come up, they can. Hope you guys are well. Andre, hello. Yeah, I know you want food, but no Fender. People seem to be coming in. I don't know how it is that nobody's in here before, and then like when it starts, everybody comes in. It's awesome, but I put up the link. I pinned the link. Share what out? My fish tanks, welcome. Teplin, hello. Hope you are well. I'm not the best person to ask because I don't see very well. But I usually, if I do something, I do Filmora. I'm trying to get better with Adobe Premiere Pro, but even then, I'm not the best. So those are the main two that I'm using. But Filmora, Wondershare, and Adobe. I really want to get better with Adobe Premiere Pro. That's the one I really want to get better with. Big J's Fish Keeper, good morning. Everybody seems to be trickling in. Very, very happy about that. That's fine, Ricky. Rocco, morning. Hope you are doing well. I don't know why YouTube keeps on being so annoying. Yeah. Yeah, I know, Andre. I have such a hard time with video editing, with my vision, and I don't like. Anyways, yeah, I have a really hard time with video editing with my vision, and I get a headache from a lot of movement. So that's always fun as well. Always very fun. Video editing, and that one took me like it took me what, like 2 months as it was to get that one out, and I think I had to ask somebody else to help me with it because I can't edit apparently. Um, yeah, I know, Andre. I'm still learning the audio parts myself. My second video last night was better, but I'm still hard to hear. Lol, I know. Um, I have trouble finding good music to pair with my videos, and even then, anyways, yeah, I'm issues, but it'll get there. That, and I have large silences in my videos, and then when I try and speed things up, it just creates problems. But I've been trying to use Filmora and Filmora Wondershare. That's one I've been using, and I really want to get to Adobe Premiere. Big E's, hello. Big Easy support group, hello. Hope you guys are well. What is that on, Ricky? You use the app called My Movie. What is it on? Jeffrey, hello. Hope you all are doing well this morning. Wow, 17 already. Bluegrass is always a good option if starting a podcast. So I'm learning. Oh, Audacity right now. Cool. We'll have her help you. You should have good ones then. Okay, now I have to ask what phone you have, Ricky. I have another app on my iPad that I spent a decent amount of money on. Well, more than I wanted to on. And I'm blanking on the name right now. I'll probably look it up in a few minutes. But that's the one that I'm having. I need to learn how to use because I'd like to do it on my iPad. And my before you say anything, my iPad is pretty big. So it's not too bad for me to see it, but I just need to take the dang time to learn it. Chewy, you should do a tutorial on it. I mean, I probably anyways. I probably should do one on StreamYard, but Okay, that was weird. Can everybody hear me all right? And it's not breaking up, is it? Because, oh my gosh. I don't know why. For some reason, it gave me that Wi-Fi bar, and it only had two out of the 4 bars. So I don't know what's going on, or why it does that. But geez, I went to bed earlier last night since I literally got what? Hey, IHSP, welcome. Because I literally got what, 5 hours of sleep yesterday, and I went to bed at 3 a.m. And of course, that's why I didn't come. I didn't make it because I forgot to put it. I forgot to set it back a little bit, so that was the reason why I forgot. I wasn't there. I meant to put it back, but I guess I forgot. So that was the only reason. And of course, yesterday, so I went to bed earlier yesterday because, of course, during dinner, our freaking power went out. And that was like half an hour after Jess had and Skipper had asked if I was going to go this morning. So that was nice. I'm glad the power's back on. It wasn't that long. I don't know what's going on with one of my pumps, but at least I have it. I'm planning on getting a bunch of things in on Amazon, so that should be good. But just need to wait to get them. I have I hope they're coming in today. I have what is it? A Night Crew air pump, and it's supposed to be battery. It is battery operated, so that's the good news. I just don't know why it's not doing what it's supposed to right now. But I am getting what I'm getting a bunch of stuff in, so I'm hoping there will be a bunch of videos out. Although, of course, I'm getting a bunch of stuff in, so I'm going to be doing several unboxings, but it's probably going to be a little for it to come out or for me to actually edit them. So, yeah. And Rocco, I agree, bud. I get up a little bit later. Okay, what the heck is she doing? What is she tearing up? And apparently, I need to be right back because my dog is also doing the same. So, give me just a sec. Apparently, they were fighting over a toy. Oh, Adele. She's doing zoomies. zoomies. Not quite sure what zoomies are, but I think I can hazard a guess as to what that is. So, oh geez, that's not good. I'm very happy I was able to do it. Let's see. Psycho hour isn't supposed to happen this early. Before 1 a.m. What time is it, Adele? I always have issues. Let's see. I think you're 16 hours ahead of us, aren't you? I don't know. I'm not even going to try and do the math now that I think about it. Is it midnight? Oh, crap. I thought it was midnight. And you are always trying to get into stuff, bud. Fender, no. Come here. Don't make me put you on tie down. Fender. Lie down. Of course, you have to have your cat rub off on my dad, right when, or my dog, not my dad. I'm like having issues, which I always am. So you know, like my dog, because for some reason it happened at the same time. I don't know what's going on with our pets right now, but apparently they all got the memo, and we didn't. Oh, jeez. I think the dog Scott or the cat Scott. I'm not awake yet. I need to go get my coffee. um, I think the cat is telling her that she's not allowed to. I think the cat is trying to tell her something. Just saying. Yeah, I know, right, Ricky? You should with all the dogs you have. How many do you have now? Oh, jeez. Chewy, you really need to do like a video on how the heck to do it because I'd be really interested. I can't disagree with you on that one, Adele. I don't know what's going on. It's right at the same time. Andre. Oh, cool. I love that. I just want to stop sounding like I'm screaming at an iPhone, which you are. I just ordered a lapel mic and am educating myself on that software. Yeah, I need to educate myself on some of that too, but for me, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, I'm always on with you guys and never have the gosh darn time to learn how to edit or do anything else. Because, of course, I've been with you guys, and it's kind of hard if I'm to learn other things when I'm always on streams. So I really need to figure out something else. Well, that and I walk the dogs. So those are the two things I've been doing. Okay, Scott, that's kind of true, but just because cats don't listen like dogs doesn't mean dogs always listen. Just saying. Chewy, what do you think of Hydrophila pinnatifida, Pogostemon helferi, Sturgeon repens, red tiger lotus, and Vallisneria asiatica for my discus tank? I'm having second thoughts on the vow. I know I won't be able to help you there, but hopefully Chewy can. I keep plants in my tanks, but I don't know plants. I think it may be the other way around for my cat. What, she listens too well? I'm confused. The cat listens too well? How is it the other way around? Okay, Andre. Yes, the rest of my family is always on them, so I can't go. I'm half teasing, but yeah, I don't go quite as much. Yeah, that's way too technical, Chewy. There's a lot of things to go into the recording stage, but do not scream. Use some of the effects, such as bass and treble. Bring that up and denoise it through the list of effects. Yeah, I would need to learn how to do that, and I don't know if I'm going to be, or yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get that technical. Maybe if I do it longer, but we'll see. Jeffrey, you could ask Priscilla. Priscilla might know. Let's see if I can go back up in, just because she might be better. I think, Chewy, do you have many plants? I don't know if you keep many plants. I know you have more. Fish. Oh, geez. Yeah, I know, Ricky. I wasn't sure if I wanted to let you up. That was the main thing. Do I really want to let you up?
Hey, I'm not Terry
No,
now.
thank you. Good point. I'll give you that. You are not. You're not quite as bad. I'd say you're a close second, though. I don't know why. Usually it gives me that pop that lets me know that somebody else is up. But
Yeah, mine don't do that neither.
Well, it should. It usually does. I usually hear it, but for some reason, this time it did not. I don't know why. Let's see.
Yeah. I finally got my tank all done for the guppies.
Oh, did you got it set up?
Yeah, finished. The last thing
Nice.
that I was waiting on come in yesterday.
Oh, what were you waiting on? If you don't mind me asking.
Uh, uh, plants.
Oh yeah, okay. The plants. Yes, that's at least they came. Uh, yeah, it says play sound, but I did not hear it, and I know I did not. Uh, Ricky, do you have something on in the background?
Let's see.
Do you mind turning that down?
Dang TV. It done paused itself. There it goes. I had the TV paused and it unpaused itself.
Yeah. IHSP. I have both. I don't really use either. I should more, but unfortunately, with my vision, even when I do use them, they don't seem to work. Even when I use them, it doesn't seem like it really does what I want it to. So I don't generally even try. Oh, cool. Okay. I will look at that. Thank you, Chewy. Appreciate it. Let's see. What other. Did I miss something? I probably did. Knowing me, I did, but. Okay. Priscilla? Yes, that would be great. I really do want to. I am a. Ooh. Yeah, I was gonna say something, but we'll see. I live in Northern Cal, and I live right near San Francisco, or right next to Stanford. Uh, but yeah, I live in California. I hear a cat in the background, Ricky.
Yes, yeah, she's attention hogger. She's always wanting attention.
Yeah, my dog's sniffing, so I put him on tie down, and we had several walks, so that was nice. But yeah, no, uh, IHSP, I have trouble seeing the test or the colors and filling up to the line on my vials, and for some reason, I always get a weird reading. And it can't be accurate, so I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, the only thing I had to figure out now is how to keep these plants from all dying off on me.
What?
The plants, I have to learn how to keep them alive. Because every plants I have gotten have died over the years every time I gotten them.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. Oh.
I have the stuff for it. I just got to figure out how often to use it.
What do you have?
Let me grab the bottle real quick. Hold on a minute.
Easy Green?
I have this stuff right here.
Oh, yeah, I've never used that.
Yeah, well, when the plants come in, they sent me this bottle.
Oh, really? They sent you the bottle with the plants? That's kind of nice.
Yeah, I just gotta know how to learn how to use it right.
Oh, Chewy. That's funny. So walk on to the table.
And I also have supposed to have 6 shrimp in here too.
You're supposed to have what?
Shrimp.
Ah,
I ordered 6 snowball shrimp, 4 in there. And they come in yesterday too, but I didn't know they were going to be the babies when they come in.
oh, they're shrimplets?
Huh?
They're
What was that, Coach?
shrimplets? I said they're
Yeah,
shrimplets.
yeah, they're little
Wow.
tiny things.
All right. I'm going to go get my breakfast. I will be right back. Do you mind holding down the fort, or should I be scared of asking you to hold down the fort for me?
I'll probably just sit here and be quiet.
Okay. Hey, Rico Stan. Well, you're no help then. What the heck? Bye.
Well, I'm usually on my own.
What?
I don't do good on my own.
Yeah, well, as you know, I don't do very, very well on my own either. I just fumble through things. And especially if nobody's freaking putting anything in chat, I can't respond to
Yeah.
Jack.
Well,
So
if you put me, make my screen bigger, I just show the tank off while you're gone.
ooh. Well, mm,
If you know how to, if you know how to
oh,
do
I
that.
know how to do it, but I like to see the dang tank too, and you're making me leave while, or you're gonna show it off while, of course, I'm gone. So thank you very much. Nice. And what are you putting in there? Guppies and?
Yeah, I'm putting the guppies in it from Jess.
Nice.
The only thing is, I don't know what plants these are.
Where'd you get them? If you don't mind.
Oh shoot.
All right, I'll be right back.
I can't think of the name of the
Oh, okay.
of
Well,
the
that's no
company.
help.
Shoot.
Okay, why do I just hear silence now? Again, Ricky. What the heck? What's up with that?
Well, I'm trying to find this name of the company.
Oh,
I have an email. I just gotta find the name.
it took you that long? I got my breakfast, and then I cut my waffle. I put on syrup. I came back, and you still haven't found it?
Yeah,
You sound like me though.
well, I don't delete my email, so I have to go through and look for it.
Oh, well, there's your issue there. I don't look at my email all that often because
Yeah,
I'm not important and I don't get very many emails. But
don't know if can you see that right there?
oh, Aqualeaf Aquatics, cool,
Yeah, that's the where I got them from.
nice.
And I got, let's see, it was 10 of them in a bundle for $29.99.
What did I miss anything?
Probably because I wasn't even looking at chat.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Roxanne come in. Hey, Roxanne.
I already said hi to Roxanne. I saw her in here.
Well, I didn't see her.
Yeah, but I said hello. Are you not listening to me? Are you just tuning me out? How dare you?
Well, I'm half deaf.
I'm purely teasing.
Yeah, I'm half deaf, so it's hard for me to hear most of the time.
I'm just teasing. I'm not. Even if you can hear, people tune me out, so I don't blame you. um, had a cousin that would virtually terrorize my sister's cat, practically demon screeching "pet the kitty" the entire time. Geez.
Yeah, the chat's so small I can't even read it.
Yeah, that's why I have to enlarge it. We ended up just putting him in one of the bedrooms when she'd be over. She was about 3 or 4 years old, so it wasn't malicious. I just stuck with it.
Okay, there we go. I can read it now.
Okay, Andre. Do you see it? Andre says that it looks like Val in the back right. Some variation of a sword plant, middle left, and Anacris spelling front right.
Front right.
Also, if your leaves die off, don't put the roots. Don't pull
Yeah,
the roots out. They
yeah, I
will
seen.
wilt as they adapt to your water.
Yeah, I seen that. Uh, okay, I see which one he's talking about. That might be a swordtail. We got a couple floating leaves to pull out.
I know, right, Jeffrey? I don't even remember how he got that name, though.
I had all kinds of nicknames growing up.
Cheese Fish Tank, hello. Good morning. It's so hard for me living north because you guys always have it either way early or way late for me. Yay.
I wish I had someone to bring me food.
I know.
My parents kicked me out of the house when I was 16 years old.
16?
Yeah.
What the hell did you? I don't even want to know what the hell you did. Notice I
Well,
said what you did and not why they kicked you out. What you did.
well, it was me and a girl.
Again, notice I said what you did and not why your parents kicked you out.
Yeah, I'll just leave it at it was with me and a girl in high school. The reason they kicked me out.
Adele, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that though, Ricky. That is tough. We got 22 in here now. Awesome.
Yeah, I thought Jess was doing the stream today.
So generally she is, but she texted me saying, asking me last night if I could do it. And then an hour later, my power went off. I said yes, and then an hour later, my power went off. Luckily, I went to bed, and then at midnight, I woke up and it was back on. So we're good. I'm getting new fish. I'm gonna do some unboxings. It'll probably take like a month for me to actually put it out there because I need somebody to edit.
Yeah, I'm getting new fish sometimes next week from Jess, and this week I'm getting hissing cockroaches.
Next week or this week, Ricky?
Next week I'm getting guppies from Jess.
Oh, I thought it was this week.
No, since I didn't have the tank set up right away, she's waiting until the following week to send them out. Because the 20-gallon where the goldfish are was supposed to be for the tank for the guppies. And I didn't have no place to put the goldfish, so I had to stick them in the 20-gallon.
Where are you going to put the goldfish?
In the 10-gallon.
Okay. Why don't you just put the guppies in the 10-gallon?
That's what I'm doing, is putting the guppies in the 10-gallon now. That's what I just said, Kevin.
I thought you said goldfish on 20-gallon.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I got to take this call.
I'm getting so confused. Okay, I need to go watch that then. Rocco, why don't you come up? And I have no clue why I have that alarm on. Ooh, yay. Jesus. Oh, God. If Chuck's in here, you send it overnight shipping, did you?
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Did Jess send mine overnight shipping? Or is it priority? Because if it's priority, that's awesome. Because I'm getting it today. Apparently, my package is in Menlo Park, which is the next city next. So I'm hoping to get my stuff today, which I keep on procrastinating on getting things ready, but I know where I'm going to put them. So
Yeah.
hey,
What are you getting? What are you getting now, Kevin?
Guppies and shrimp and some shrimp from her. Okay, now I need to ask her where. And let's see, what was she doing? She had an appointment this morning for. I think she had an appointment for Langdon. Yes, agreed. I'm assuming by Jimmy you mean Swisky. Oh my gosh, how did I not see Lori is in the house? Ugh. Too busy doing other things. I believe I said hi to S because S just came in.
Yeah, I didn't even see Lori come in.
Hey, Jay Oliver. Lori is in here. And yeah, it is Swisky. I was pretty sure it was, but I just don't. I don't know. I don't watch him quite as much as I probably. I don't know why I don't watch him as much, but I guess I. Well, I know I don't. Let's see. Ooh, Geek Boy. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
How are
hey,
you?
Geek Boy.
I'm doing okay.
Okay, I want to show your Tanked full screen for a few minutes. That's awesome. I don't know.
Yeah,
I always have issues with my plants. I need more plants, but it's so expensive to get my plants that I'm just like, I'll wait for it to grow up. But then I'm also very impatient. So yeah, I know
a lot of plants take a lot of patience.
Yeah, that's why I got 10 easy plants to take care of.
Okay, Chewy, but why isn't he?
Yeah, most of those plants are pretty easy to take care of.
Yeah, no, I want a bunch of different Pogo Stemon and Water Sprite, and I have like what 11 tanks that I'd like to get plants for. I have 7 set up, so technically 7. And I want some more plants, but it's whenever I do it, it's like just for the 2 plants that I want to get for them. It's like
That
Almost
sword that's
200
sticking up
or-
out in the back is about 15 years old now. I originally had it in a 29.
wait, which the sword sticking out in the back?
Yeah, the big broadleaf plant that's behind the wood, behind all
Wow.
the Java moss.
That is a really nice tank. My tanks, I just set them up and I don't play with them at all. So my tanks aren't
Neither-
nearly as nice, but
I don't really play with them either. I mean, like I said, that's I don't know whether you were on the Foxy stream, but that tank's been running almost the same for 11 years now, with a whole lot of trimming and cutting back and pulling a bunch of
No.
plants.
So Chewy, my question is, why doesn't he have to worry about copyright? That was my question. Why doesn't he worry about copyright? Sorry, I guess I didn't make that one clear. No, but that tank is really cool. You have a wow, that's oh my gosh. I do really like that.
And again, it's all pretty easy plants. There's crypts and Anubias and swords.
Yeah, it just seems like that would be very expensive to maintain or to get all of those. Unless, well, I mean, and propagating takes a while, and I don't have the patience. I know
Takes
I don't
about,
have patience.
11
What?
years. And that's another 11-year-old tank.
Are those all the plants you had in it? Or did you, I'm assuming you took some out and put some in.
Oh yeah, I mean, I just trimmed back the Java moss and pulled several of the crypts out and a couple of swords out. If you look to the left, that entire that's a piece of driftwood that's just covered in Anubias. That Anubias started out maybe the size of a quarter.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, though.
And now I've trimmed it.
Jack, it's like,
I've taken that Anubias and cut the rhizome and put it in all of my other plants or other tanks. The
Nice.
75 that you were looking at earlier has some of that Anubias in the center there. Get that one back up. It's kind of covered in Java moss right now, but dead center of that driftwood is Anubias. That was trimmed from that. But yeah, that's all very easy growing plants. There's a smaller sword in the front, a bunch of crypts, Wendedi and Parva, Amazon swords in the back, and Cryptocorn balinese. Balanesa is the long, skinny one on the left.
how many? Thank you, Lori. How many tanks do you have, Geek Boy?
I've got 5 running now. One of them is just a hospital tank for a pea puffer.
Whenever I
That
have
one.
quarantine tanks, it always has something. It always manages to become a tank, full-time tank. So I never have a quarantine tank. I just use like a bucket or a bin because otherwise it would be way too easy for me just to set it up. Say it's gonna be a quarantine tank, and then use it as a normal tank.
Well, this one I never really liked much. This is a Fluval Spec 5. It's very thin and narrow,
Yes.
and I didn't like the light very much. So I literally just use this for a hospital tank. If I can
Got it.
get her to come out. I don't know. Nope, she's going to stay over to the left.
Okay,
J.
Kevin.
Oliver.
I have to run, Kevin.
Okay. Thanks for coming up, Ricky.
No problem, Kevin.
Hello, Rocking Fish. Andre. Yeah, I know. Fish dreams. Good morning. Those are awesome tanks.
And that's my little shrimp slash crab tank.
What crab? What crabs do you have in it?
Thai micro,
Kibble?
just the Thai micro crabs.
Oh, and those don't bother the shrimp?
Oh no, the shrimp are bigger than the crabs.
Oh,
And again, this is another part of that Anubias. And
nice.
more Wendidi. Both sides there's Wendidi, Parva. I've got a boost that I haven't figured out what I want to do with yet. And again, a whole bunch of Java moss. And then that's my main pea puffer tank with all the little guys.
Oh, don't show Terry that. I want some.
Gonna try to eat my finger.
What?
I said trying to eat my finger.
Oh,
And more of that Anubias.
all I can say is don't show Terry it. Your pea puffer tank.
Yeah, it's not Endlers.
Good point. I'll give you that.
And that's all the Java
Yeah.
moss I pulled out of that 90 last weekend.
Oh, send me some of that Java moss. I need more Java moss in my life.
Yeah,
I
got
love Java moss.
2 liters of it, or 2 quarts of it.
Yeah, I definitely need more Java moss. I need to get some more. It's so slow though.
It grows tremendously fast in my tanks.
Okay, well, I need some if
That
'cause-
2 months ago was just a little baseball sized bundle
How
of
did-
it.
It doesn't grow that quick for me.
You can see the lighter leaves are definitely newer, and of course the stuff that's coming off.
Again, it really doesn't grow that fast for me. I don't know why.
Doesn't take a whole lot of light. That's a pretty low light tank. I mean, I haven't burned out the Anubias.
Yeah, no, it is.
This little guy, I forget
Sean?
what it's called.
Sean, there isn't.
Lomini.
No. He S said the real question is, what don't you need? And I said there isn't really.
Fishy Dreams. I most of them are in the low 70s. See, I think I took the heater off or the thermometer off of that one. Let's see what this one is. Yeah, mid 70s on this one here. Been having brown algae problems. I don't know whether you can see all the brownness on that one. On this one, I don't know whether this is the only aqua soil one I've got. It's Fuval stratum. It's the first time I've tried that. So I'm not sure if how to get the parameters right to prevent the algae spread on that one yet. This one's only been going for 4 months now, 3 months now.
Yeah, Chewy. I don't add as much Easy Green or nutrients as I probably should.
Get back to.
That's true. That is definitely true, Chewy. I have plants in my tanks more just because I know it will help my fish tanks, and I don't need to do quite as many water change, or I don't need to worry about my tanks between water changes quite as much. But I'm not into plants right now for some reason.
Yeah, Fishy Dreams. I've got lots of snails in all of the rest of my tanks, but of course with the peat puffers, no
That was
snails
only
allowed.
one of them, though, Chewy. And I would have thought that speeds it up. Sorry. What were you saying?
Telling Fishy Dreams, I've got snails in all of my tanks to help with the algae, but with peat puffers, you can't really help. Can't really have anything else. So there's nothing in that tank to help with the algae. No Amano shrimp, no snails. Although in the 75, I can't have Amano shrimp either. The rainbows pick at them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The rainbows and those bleeding heart tetras are pretty aggressive eaters.
Amanos are pretty big, though.
Yeah, they are, but
Oh, so they don't get eaten; they just get harassed.
yeah,
Got it.
and it's hard to get the Amanos large. Almost every time I see them in the shops, they're small.
I have Nerite snails that I bought, and then I have a bunch of pest snails, which I hate, but I have them in my tank because they came on some plants that I got.
Get a close up of the.
Huh.
So there's one of Jess's mystery snails. So this is the other side of that 90.
Nice.
Let's see. Got a bunch of ramshorns that are. I dropped an algae wafer in, so there's a whole bunch of ramshorns bundled up there. Another one of her mystery snails. Actually, 2 of them. There's about 3 zebra neurites, 3 or 4 zebra neurites I think I still have in this tank somewhere. Maybe more. It's very hard. There's 4 mystery snails in here, and I've only ever managed to see 3 of them at one time because it's so densely planted. But you can see that Anubias is literally covering that entire piece of driftwood there, which is also fully covered by Java moss. But almost all the snails right now are picking at the algae wafer up front.
That is so cool. I'm always jealous whenever I see other people's tanks.
But again, these are all easy plants. These are swords, really, really easy to keep. More Wendidii or whatever, however you pronounce it. Melon swords. Oh, there's one of the
Isn't it
zebras.
Wendidii?
I don't know. I'm terrible at pronouncing these things. And half of these I don't even remember what they are anymore. It's been this tank and the 75 have been going for 11 years, and these plants here I've had the entire time they've been in here, and as well as that sword there. Well, that sword that's propagated a dozen times now. And out of the 75, just this weekend, I took 10 more. I clipped off 10 more new Amazon sword plants off of that thing. Trying to find. There's one.
What light is on the 90?
One amount.
Boy.
These are just the Hygers,
Oh.
the 48-inch Hygers. Yeah. And there's one of the Amano shrimp there. He's one of the smaller ones. But he doesn't get harassed in here at all. Actually, when I put the ONIP tabs on there, he harasses, or some of the bigger ones anyway, harass some of the fish. He'll swim up and park himself on the tab and won't let any of the fish get to it. I don't know whether you can see one of the bigger ones right under there. But I've got all small fish. I think one of my female peacock gudgeons is probably the largest fish I've got in here. Besides, there's some coolie loaches in here that have been in here for 8 or 9 years now. One of those is pretty fat and long now, or maybe 2 of them. It's hard to tell. They come out every so often, but very hard to see because it's so densely planted. I'll usually see them up under here, which I'm not right now. And like I said, there's one of the horn zebra neorites. There's several others in here somewhere.
What
a lot
is
of my time
RFBF?
spending. What was that?
Sorry, one. Sir.
I still didn't understand that.
Oh, I was wondering what RFBF is. Who is RFBF? I'm blanking. I suck at abbreviations unless I'm the one typing them in.
There's my Pandagara. Those guys are a lot of fun. Something in this tank has been leaving eggs all over. No idea what. But I trimmed this way back relatively recently.
Oh, thank you, S.
And for whatever reason, my tetras are being frightened now, even though they were just feeding like monsters half hour ago.
You fed them half an hour ago?
Maybe 45 minutes.
Oh.
I just put today I put an ONIP tab on the glass.
Just about to ask who you feed them.
I feed just about everything. I do frozen stuff a couple times a week, baby brine shrimp, flake food every once or twice a week. There's better view of the Anubias I was talking about, and
nice.
that's the 15-year-old Amazon that gave me 12 new plants just over the last month or so.
How many?
Cut its 12.
Nice.
And you can see right there is another runner that's you can see the nodules there. Those are gonna be 2 new plants right there. And there's a third one. I don't know whether you can make it out right there. So that's 3 new swords coming, in another month or 2. So yeah, these are super easy plants. The swords though will suck down nutrients, so you really have to use root tabs in that. Even with that's fluorite. It's all fluorite and several inches deep. You can see my right there. So this goes down a bit. So I've got maybe 3 or 4 inches on average of fluorite under there, but I still use root tabs for the swords, for the Amazon swords, I should say. These little swords are pretty easy to keep. It takes nothing really. I don't put root tabs or anything on those, and they grow fine.
Nice.
And again, mostly Hygrolites, except for this old Current Designs satellite. Nowhere near as bright as the Hygrolites. And my messy office.
Yeah, you should see my room. I need to clean it, but is that a 72-gallon bow front?
75. It's Oceanic. It might be 72. It's been over a decade now that I've had that thing.
That's awesome, though. How long have you been keeping fish for? Or tanks?
Off and on, I'd say 35 years now.
Is it dirted?
No, I don't have any dirted tanks. That one is all fluval, or not fluval. Is all the fluorite. This guy is almost all eco-complete except for the end cap. The rounded end is fluval sand, fluorite black sand. So it's red eco-complete all the way up to about there, and then it becomes a little sand beach. And if you could actually see, there's lava rock here. This is a black lava rock under that Java fern or Java moss. And then there's 3 other red lava rocks there. But of course, the hardscape is pretty much buried in all but this pea puffer tank and my hospital tank.
Yeah, Andre, they are buttholes.
And Fishy Dreams, the only one that I've currently got CO2 turned on is this one right here, the 90-gallon. The 75 has CO2, but I was having trouble with blue-green algae, so I turned it off and have tried to reset it, and gonna start changing the fertilizer I use there and turn it back on after I get things settled in there.
I know, right? I don't really like those Chinese algae eaters either.
Oh yeah, Chinese algae are terrible. They get huge. So there's my CO2 tank for the 90-gallon right there. Don't have a whole lot of CO2 going in it. Can't really see the bubble counter from here. Let's try this side. And the bubble counter is dry, so it's not going to matter anyway. And it comes out into a little diffuser I've got right under the outflow of the filter. I don't know, you can make out the fine little bubbles flowing by. That's all CO2. Optimally, I would have the CO2 injecting on the other side of the tank and getting pushed back, but since it's around the end, since I don't have any square tanks other than that little speck, I can't really use the circular flow to get the CO2 to go all the way around.
If depending on what it is, I believe IHSB that it doesn't matter too much because there's not enough. But you are right, and that's why I haven't done it.
So yeah, there's the CO2 tank for this one, but probably can't make it out. The diffuser, I don't have any injecting right now. You can see a little bit of BGA right on that little tip of Java moss there. So it's still haven't settled the parameters in this tank yet after that last trimming I did.
Andre, he says it's a peninsula tank. That's why I was confused. Well,
yeah. Yeah, the 90 is a peninsula. I think they call it a bullet. It's flat on one side, round on or one end, and
Fishimon. Good morning.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much all my tanks except for my quarantine tank, which is in the bedroom.
Because it's the amount that comes out is already kind of low. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's already kind of low. So you don't need a valve. Sorry, Geek Boy. Keep on going.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I start the CO2. It turns on about half an hour to an hour before the lights come on, and then it goes off about an hour or before the lights turn off. So ideally, the CO2 concentration is at its peak while the lights are on, and then not on at all when the lights are off. In another hour or two, I should start seeing some pearling going on all the plants there on that tank. The lights haven't been on that long yet.
Those are awesome tanks, though.
Thank you. Yeah, and I could get by without CO for I don't know how many years. I did not have the CO2 on either of the two tanks, and still got pretty good growth on all of them, just not nearly as fast. I have to trim back and pull plants at least once a month now, and really, if I wanted to see things like my coolie loaches, I would pull a lot more plants out of that thing. Can no longer see the hardscape at all in this tank, even after pulling 2 quarts worth of Java fern and several crypts out of that thing.
All I can say is I'm jealous. I need more plants.
It really just takes time. I mean, I only bought 1 or 2 crypts, and I bought 1 Anubias and
I'm so
1 Amazon sword. The CO2 helps. Turning on the CO2 is what.
Bye, Ricky.
So I can pull plants every month.
Fish Cream says you should sell what you pull.
Yeah, I feel guilty throwing away so much, but I don't really want to deal with shipping, and I don't know anybody. I've never joined any of our local clubs or anything like that. So even before COVID, I was pretty much a shut-in. No, Fishimon, I do not. If you're local, I'd be happy to give them to you.
Ooh. That's awesome. Yeah. Hey, Jeffrey.
But yeah, CO2 is a lot easier than a lot of people think. Even the DIY stuff wasn't that difficult. It was just time consuming mixing the bottles. I do have drop checkers, but I never really look at them because with the amount of lighting I have, I keep the CO2 levels pretty low.
I would do I heard you should do like 1 per second.
It depends on how much light and how much nutrients and plant level load you have.
Okay.
You can increase it if you have really high tech plants and really high light. Then you can increase your CO2 because you're going to have exponential growth and out of those plants, and they're going to suck up that CO2 pretty quickly. Whereas most of these are pretty low tech plants and moderate growth plants. So I keep the CO2 low, and on this tank anyway, I've got the balance pretty well, so I don't have algae problems or cyanobacteria problems. The 75, like I said, I recently just really pulled a lot out of that thing, and that gave me a imbalance, which started my blue-green algae issue. So I'm trying to rebalance that again. But I wouldn't put a whole lot of CO2 in that either, because again, these are really low tech, moderate to low tech plants, and don't really require a whole lot.
Fishimon's asking where's local.
Colorado.
Colorado, got it.
Yeah, I'm about 15 miles east of Priscilla's shop.
Oh, so do you get to go there a lot because it's your local?
I wouldn't say a lot. I mean, you can see they're pretty well established tanks, so I don't really need a lot. And having been in the hobby for 30 years, I've got a lot of extra stuff. I've had, I don't know how many tanks over the years, probably a good 50 different tanks.
You can send them to me.
I've gotten rid of all the ones I'm not using, except for a 29 I had in high school back in the late 80s.
Oh,
that
how
needs
many?
to be resealed.
Oh,
Every other tank I own is currently being used.
bummer.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Only when she's down to her last couple, so she really has to work for it. It's no fun when she's got a tank full of them and she can just scoop them up by the handful.
Oh, your cousin's in Denver. I have 2. I can move it between. Okay, that's awesome. Okay, so I have a question. If you do CO2, do you have to keep on using CO2? Because from what I heard, it helps to, you can't really take it off and not use CO2 after you start using CO2.
You can. No, like I said, I turned this one, had it on for about 6 months. Then I pulled a bunch of plants and Java moss and had the blue-green algae bloom, so I turned it off. And so this one hasn't had CO2 for the last month. You really, when you switch between CO2 and non-CO2, you need to watch how much fertilizer you put in. You don't want to fertilize nearly as much without the CO2 because your plants aren't going to grow as fast anyway. And same with the lights. If you use more lights or keep your lights on longer, you need to adjust your fertilizer. You know, if you're using Easy Green instead of 1 squirt per 10 gallons, you might want to do 1 squirt every other, or half a squirt, per 10 gallons.
Wow. That's awesome, though. I could not do that.
It's really not as hard as people make it out. I mean, I shoved the sword in the gravel and put some wood in between it, in front of it, and turn the lights on. Get the lights on a good schedule. The lighting period is pretty key. Making sure you don't run your lights too long. You'll definitely have algae problems if your lights are on too long.
Yeah, but I have shrimp in most of my tanks, so, and I've guppies, so I don't have to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
Except I do have some green hair algae.
Yeah. The 90, I get blackbeard algae on some of the rocks, on some of the substrate periodically. I pulled a bunch of it this weekend. I don't know whether we can see there, but at the bottom left where the pandacories are all clustered around that ONIP tab that fell off, I get blackbeard algae on the rocks there, but I don't really worry too much about it.
If it blends in, then yeah. It looks more natural sometimes too.
Yeah, and that's what I go for in my tanks is natural, or at least try to anyway. I don't do a biotype, so there's not just all Amazon plants or Southeast Asia plants in any of my tanks. I just go for tanks that I like the looks of.
Nothing wrong with that. Huh.
But I need to get back to work, so I think I'm gonna hop off here.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thanks for having me.
And then there was one. Oh, wow, Jeff. Wow, that's awesome, Andre. Jeffrey, what you know about Caribbean? Okay, well, let's see. I need to look at chat. Yeah, Jeffrey, I get that. Bye, Rocco. Rocco, did you see Chewy's comment before you leave? Yeah. Hey Skipper. No. She's supposed to today, but she was at a doctor or is at a doctor's appointment. So no. Hey Cooper Aquatics. Feel like I just need to pin that because everybody keeps on asking where she is. I kind of noticed that I had to special order my gouramis, and it took 2 weeks. I took a year off fish keeping, so I don't know if that's because of or new workers. Yeah, I haven't been to my LFS in 3 months. I want to go back, but my parents are so annoying. Uh, oh, Skipper filled some tanks last night. My power went out, so I don't know if he did or not. But how are they holding water? S. I don't know. At least they still have the 8,000-gallon tank. Oh wow, that's big. That's a big tank. Yeah, Andre, you should do a tour if you can. I'd love to see that tank. They have an alligator? I want to know what's up with their other tank next to it. I know the state took their alligator. Oh, okay. No judgment here, bro. My parents are from the Carib, so from the Caribbean, so just fun most people go to is jerk chicken. And I haven't had much Caribbean food, but that's just me. I like oxtails too, but it has to be a special day. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like the not fat, but the cartilage. I think not is it cartilage? I don't know. But it's a little bit I don't know. I don't like it. To me it tastes a little too certain. I like it. Your season is so good too. Yeah, you guys are uh so many sirens here today. Wonder what's going on for streams. Hope everything is all right around your neck of the woods. Wow. Okay. I don't know why it keeps on having that Wi-Fi issue, but you guys can hear me all right. I'm hoping. And if anybody wants to come up, the link is pinned, I believe. Let me see. I can copy it and put it back in again, but should be pinned. Oh gosh darn it. Yeah, I'll just get it from here. Let's see. Oh, it's lagging? Weird. Oxtail soup is sometimes not. Oxtail soup is the bomb. Yeah, I agree. I do like oxtail soup, oxtail, but it's just hard because I don't like all that cartilage. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just cartilage. I don't like it. My dad does. I don't. As of last week, it was just an empty tank. Next to the. Oh. My favorite is crab and kayalu. You're not fishing today, Andre?
Nah, I'm at work. I'm just on lunch right now.
Ooh. Yeah, it's 9:22 for me, so it's not anywhere near lunch right now. But
Okay, then I'll give you a break.
what?
I don't know if I said I'll give you a break because I don't know if I would call 10:30 the Aqua Morning Show,
Uh,
but it's probably
7
early for you then.
7:30 or 8.
Gotcha.
And isn't that the time Jess goes? And doesn't she call it the morning show?
No, it is, and she does, but it's still 10:30 for me. I'm up. I'm at work. I put
Yeah,
in
no.
3.5 hours by the time y'all get on.
For me, it's freaking 8. I started it at 7:45, so yeah, 7:45 was when I usually go on. So I feed the dogs, I let them go to the bathroom, and then I come on here.
Gotcha. But yeah, Kevin, if you ever make it to Ohio, we have like 5 cool local fish stores.
No, I don't. One is half an hour away. At least that's the closest one, I believe. IHSP says 10:30 for me too, but why you got a fuss?
Because I like to fuss IHSP. I just think it's funny because I'm halfway done with work.
Yeah, for me it's the aquatic morning show because it's at 7:30. But I know everybody lives east, but what? No, 9:30. Oh, that's Central Time. I always get confused with different dates and times and what. I need to tell my dad that I can't go.
I don't know where I'm gonna put them, but it's time for me to go pick up some new tanks.
I wish I could. My parents would kick me out if I got more tanks.
Well, I got some paradise fish as fry to grow out and breed, but now the males are starting to become males and they're actually trying to fight to the death. So, time to split them up.
Oh. Yeah, Chewy, no. What about Europe? I think you have different time zones. Plus Cleveland rocks. Oh, really?
I've been in Cleveland once and it literally stinks. I don't know if
Yeah,
it's the factories. I don't know if it's the lake, but it's a
so does
smelly
SF.
city.
But that's only because of whatchamacallit. Yeah, how's Europe easy? Anyways, you're gonna have to explain yourself, Chewy, because I can't remember any time zones. Which is ironic because I traveled quite a bit. So, Andre, is it hard for you to find for you guys to get fishing, or is it fairly easy?
For the fish I like, it's pretty easy. I just go to my actual local fish store and say, hey, here's what I want. And they say, okay, give us a week. That said, I'm not getting anything crazy. And we have options.
And you know what?
Options. Like I said, we have 5 small mom and pop fish stores. So
I only have one good one around here, and the other two that I like are like an hour and a half away. That island life is nice. Yeah, I feel like I would get a little bit bored though.
I don't know. I feel like it opens your options though, because now you're forced to shop online. I still can't find the courage to buy fish online. I don't know what it is, but the thought, I just don't like it.
Yeah, I don't think about it until it comes in. I try not to think about it otherwise, or at least think about that part of it.
Plus, it takes the stress off me. If one comes in dead, it's literally not my problem. The fish store handles it.
I noticed that with shipping. I don't notice that with my local fish stores. And one of them charges me like $5 per freaking water test. And I'm like, that's just highway robbery. No, thank you. I don't like that fish store.
Yeah, that's funny. I've never heard of that. Now, we do have one that charges, but they have some high fancy equipment. But I don't know if
No,
it's worth it when
I
I can
don't
just
think.
go to 4 others.
I don't think it's the reason. I'm pretty sure they just use the drops.
Yeah, that's just stealing money. You have like a PetSmart and a Petco though?
Yeah,
See, that's not so bad. I get a lot of my fish from there.
get fish from Petco.
I don't have a problem with it. Even my Myers has fish.
Never heard of that.
Assets, Aquarium Artisans. They do 2 water tests, one with just like test strips that is free. And then if you have something funny with your water, they have some special machine that tests absolutely everything. But I think it costs like $5 or $10.
Rachel O'Leary said that there was something that she was getting, like to test water, and it was a digital tester. And apparently, somebody told me it was like $1,000 or $2,000, and I'm like, oh shit, I can't get that.
I don't know the name of it, but this one is like one of those things that science people use where you put it in a test tube and then it spins the water real fast and somehow breaks stuff down. I don't know, science things that goes over my head.
So that's what it, yeah. S says, I wonder if it breaks down the components of the water, which it sounds like is what it does.
I don't know. I don't remember the name. I just know I could buy the test strips at that point.
Wait. Yeah, I know. I need it to be, because I can't test my water otherwise. I never test my water, and I should, and I have the test strips. Whenever I do, it always gives me an inaccurate reading. And I know it's impossible to have the readings that I have.
Kevin, it's like $50 each, but Hannah Instruments makes digital test kits for everything.
I have them in their crap, because you still have to put in the reagents, you still have to fill up the test tube, and then you have to wait. And you have to convert the numbers as well. And they're $50 each. And I'm like, I got them because I needed help seeing things. And yeah, no, they don't help, because they're basically, I have them right here. You have to add the reagent, which is usually a powder. For some reason, I can't find my third one, but I have 3. 2 of them are 50, and one of them is 100, I think, right? If I'm not mistaken. And I have them. I can't find my last one. I need to find my last one. I know it's somewhere in my room, but I have 2 of them right now. I know I have the other somewhere in my room. And you basically have to do the exact same thing as the API.
But doesn't it give you a plain text number instead of a crappy little color chart?
It gives me a plain text number, but I still have to add in the drops and everything, and I have to fill the test tube up, which is the whole reason I got it, because I didn't want to have to also do the water line, because I can't see.
Gotcha. That's why I like Tetra test strips. I just dip them in. And I'm going to actually try that app that ISP mentioned earlier, where it reads it for you. I just know those Hannahs were very popular on Reef to Reef like 3 years ago.
Here's the nitrite Hannah test kit, the tester, digital tester, in their packets of reagent. So yes, you heard that correct. And I don't know how they expect you to get this into here, because I'd spill it all over. So yes,
try cutting a little nipple.
Okay, that didn't come out right, but what do you mean?
Like, just cut the corner so it's a very tiny hole instead of cutting the whole shebang.
Oh, yeah. That's if I was smart enough to remember to do that. But yeah, no, I've had them and I've tested my water once with it, and that was like 2 years ago. Yeah, but I don't
Rocking
want
Fish is right. Centrifuge is what I was looking for.
to. Yeah, get a baby funnel. I don't know where to get a baby funnel, but I do have several funnels. I don't know, just issues. Uh, but yeah, no, I don't like the Hannah testers. I got them because I was hoping that I would be able to. I was hoping that I would be able to test my water better, but nope, doesn't help. And I don't know how long they last for and how long you have to recalibrate them. Not to mention calibration seems like a pain. Wow, we still have 17 people in here. That's pretty good. I know people are probably joking, but that's still pretty good.
I'm not saying it's a good thing, but if I'm being honest, back when I bred betas, when I hit that 10 tank mark, I just stopped testing water. If I saw my fish gasping at the surface, it was time for water change. If they started sitting at the bottom, time for water change.
Well, I mean, that's what they recommend even when you get your water tested at stores and stuff. So it's like there's no point in really bringing them in. Just do water changes if you have an issue. I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying when you start getting that double-digit tank numbers, you start getting lazy. Or at least I start getting lazy.
Yeah, the only issue is I've traveled all over the world, not so much in the US, but third world countries can kind of be scary.
Where you've been? I've only been to Pittsburgh and Bama.
You really want me to tell you?
Yeah, I'm curious.
I don't even know if I can list them all off. Let's see. I've been to Korea 5 times, Japan 2 or 3 times. I've been to France and England 3 times. I've been to Spain. I've been to Croatia, Greece, Italy, Rome. Yeah, Rome, Venice. I think those are the main ones. And then I've been to Germany, Austria. Oh, geez. Germany, Austria. I went to 5. Germany, Austria, Italy, France, and England. Yep. Okay. I've been to where else? I know I've been to more. Why am I blanking on more? Oh, I've been to the Galapagos. I've been to Ecuador. I've been to Japan, Korea, China. Japan, Korea, China, Thailand. I've been to Vietnam, Thailand. God, why am I blinking on that other one? It's right near there.
I
Oh,
agree
the
with IHSP.
Philippines. Yeah. The
One, y'all do have
Philippines.
money. Two, a water change does not fix everything.
I've been to the Philippines. I've been. Where else? I know there's more. I'm just not thinking of them right now. No, India. And the Philippines was weird because it wasn't. It's hard because it's not as safe because it's a third world country in certain places. My mom's work, and because we enjoy traveling.
Yeah, like I said, I've been to my grandma's house and my grandpa's house.
Did you see what Fishymon said, Andre? To me, I thought
Yeah, I
that
was not
was
expecting
funny.
that long of a list.
Sorry, you asked. Oh, in Taiwan. That was the one I was thinking of. Taiwan. Trying to think. I don't know. I know there's probably more. I just can't think of them right now. But yeah, no, I've been to a lot of places. Where you haven't been to. I love that comment, Fishymon.
What
The
I do want
only,
to do is start going to Canada
why Canada?
because it's 4 hours, 6 hours away from Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. The one country I haven't been to is I have been to Africa. Um, I haven't been to Antarctica, and I want to go back to Africa because I only was there for a day, but I did go to Morocco.
I'm curious how that works. Isn't the plane ride to Africa longer than a day?
What was that?
So I'm curious why you went to Africa for only a day. Isn't the plane ride like 30 something hours?
No, not if you go to Spain and then you go to the Rock of Gibraltar. Jane, Jan, hello.
I'm just curious. I feel like you couldn't get your money's worth in one day.
Huh?
I just feel like you can't get your money's worth of vacation in one day when you're going somewhere like Africa. Well, when leave a
No,
country, period.
um, no, but we wanted to say we've been, and you're right. My mom didn't like a ton of the places there, and I want to go back to Africa. I want to go back. I want to go to on an African safari, but my parents don't really want to go to Africa, so I'm like, meh. But yeah,
Gotcha.
wait, what did Jeffrey say?
Me and my fiance are going to Mexico for our honeymoon, and that's going to be my first real vacation, period.
Where? Where in Africa? Or
Uh,
Mexico. Sorry.
Playa del Carmen?
What?
Playa del Carmen?
Oh. Huh.
We're going for free. We did a timeshare thing, and they gave us a free vacation. Thus, our honeymoon.
Nice. Good for you. When is it? When is the day?
July 18th.
Oh.
That's the day I will be signing all my freedom away.
Yeah, that's jeez. Yeah. Do you know, have you gone, did you already go to the timeshare or not yet?
Yeah, we went. It actually was not that bad. We got lucky. It was only like 2 hours.
Oh.
And the person giving the thing was actually funny. So it flew by.
Oh. Oh. Take.
And it's 3 days,
I
all
like all of my
expensive,
takes that
played
I
at
have,
a resort.
especially with the planes I have. Are you driving or are you flying?
Flying.
Okay. Apparently, my dad had gone with had what his one job was the honeymoon, and he went with a rep, and basically she said they could do all these things, and then like a week before they were supposed to go, she's like, "Oh yeah, we can't do any of those things. You're flying out the um, on a red eye the midnight of whenever you're gonna go, whenever your honeymoon was. I forget what it was, but they're like, and then that midnight you're gonna fly out. It's like, we told you we didn't want that, but they want you to be there. So they want you to be. And she was like, "Oh, that'll be no problem. Many people want to do that, but apparently, the cruise lines don't want you to do that because you may miss the you may miss the cruise, and so they don't want you to do that." Which he was very annoyed. We actually were talking about that a few days ago, which is kind of funny.
Gotcha. I read those term and conditions, which I rarely ever do. So I don't
What?
think we should have that problem. I said I've actually read the terms and conditions for the vacation that we got. We had to buy our own plane tickets, but I don't think we should have any problems once we're there.
Well, that's good. Aurora
Yeah, I agree
near
with S.
Toronto. Yeah.
My limit for
Oh,
driving is 8 hours.
is that where you live?
Yeah, Cincinnati is in Ohio.
Oh, I
It's
didn't know you lived in Cincinnati, Ohio. Sorry.
yeah.
Okay. Why are you being such a piggy? Why is my phone being such a piggy?
Plus, every time you go on a road trip, you get stuck in traffic. If
Yeah,
you're the
that's
driver,
true.
it makes you want to kill yourself. Or I shouldn't say that,
My
but
mom
it drives you
always wants
crazy.
to.
I think I lost you, Kevin. You said your mom and cut off.
Yeah, because I set up my phone to video and get my. I'm having issues with words. To get my tanks, to show my tanks. But I did not have it set up. Sorry. So I was getting that while I was talking. My mom always wants us whenever we're driving to go during the day for some reason, but that makes it really tough because we
Yeah, we lost Kevin again. Jeffrey, that is way too long. My birth mom actually lives in Texas, and the only reason I have not met her yet is because I do not want to make that drive.
when is your lunch over?
8 minutes.
All right, I think I'm gonna shut down at time. Okay, this is much better. Let's make this bigger. So this is my 55. That's my 20 high. And then over here is my 10-gallon tanks, which I did
Oh no, you're
not know I was
begging.
going to be showing them. What?
You're begging for Java Moss, and your 55 is just filled with it.
Eh, not really. It's not. It doesn't have a ton.
You're muted on your PC.
I don't know. I need a little bit more. I want more plants in that 55. I actually don't think I have a ton of plants in my 55, and I want more in my 50. I need more plants in my 55.
You don't have a ton of
Java
plants,
Moss,
but I'm telling you, that's a lot of moss.
yeah, it is a decent amount. I think that's also. I don't think that's is that all Java moss? I think there's some guppy grass in there as well. I think there's a decent amount of guppy grass in there.
Jeffrey, I'm surprised COVID stopped you from being a truck driver. COVID didn't really affect me at all, and the roads have been like empty. I am not excited for them to open the world back up.
Yeah, I didn't realize he was a. He usually is a truck driver. Enough to grow though. Java moss, yeah. Okay, I don't know what happened.
But Kevin, you said earlier that you set your tanks up and don't fiddle with them, and I would say that's perfect for plants, man.
What?
Problem is, I mess with them so much they can't grow.
What were you saying?
You said that the reason you don't do plants that much is because you set tanks up and then don't mess with them. And I'm saying that's perfect for plants.
Yeah, I do prefer to set them and forget them, because otherwise it makes it difficult. It didn't affect me much, but when it first happened, but I don't want to get back on the road. Oh, yeah.
Gotcha, Jeffrey.
I mean, that makes sense. What's in Ontario? Oh, the town you used to live in. Got it. But I am probably going to shut it down in a few minutes just because okay, why are we looking at just me? I forgot about, yeah, I will say the one thing that is nice is I forgot about the tanks because I was gone for like 3 weeks, and they've done pretty well. I can't lie there. They've done pretty well.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do
Andre,
on my honeymoon.
oh,
What'd you say?
wait, I thought you already had the honeymoon planned. Where aren't you going to?
No, I meant for my tanks because my 55, I
Oh,
lose about half a gallon a day to evaporation. So I
are
can't
you?
really go away for a week.
Do you have a lid on it?
No, I got it from a buddy and he broke the top frame off, so there's nowhere to put a lid.
Oh,
I could probably just cut a big piece of glass and drop it on top, but as of right now, it's lidless.
they look good for 3 weeks. Yes, the bioload isn't that high. Oh, S is saran wrap, and my mom was
That is a
feeding them for
great
2 weeks.
idea.
My mom did feed them for 2 weeks, but they're just shrimp.
That's a good idea. I actually already have some.
What? Oh,
I was just
saran
telling
wrap.
S that I have saran wrap.
Yes, saran wrap is a good idea.
My gripe is I don't know how to use it. It never sticks to anything for me.
So what the heck are you gonna do? Or when are you gonna start? Have you finished planning for the trip, Andre?
Yeah, everything's paid for. Now it's just waiting for today.
Does she like to plan, or are you guys just gonna figure out what you're gonna do when you get there?
She does. She has it all planned out. I like
Oh.
surprise.
Okay.
If I was
I
planning
know
a vacation, we would pop up.
My dad does not plan, and my grandma does not, or my mom does not. Sorry, I was reading. Apparently, Rachel O'Leary just put out a video, and I was reading the title.
No,
So
I'm like your parents. If I was planning the trip, all we would have is a plane ticket. We'll
to
figure
where?
out the rest when we get there.
To where? if you planned it, yeah. That's what my dad did. He just likes playing it by ear. My mom does not. She wants go, go, go.
That said, I'm actually pretty like prepared for stuff, kind of. Like I have sleeping equipment in my car. I have cooking equipment in my car. I can live out my car if I really wanted to. And be comfortable.
Well, that's good. At least you're comfortable.
Alright, but I'm about to drop. I gotta go back to work. Have a
Yeah,
good one, man.
I think I'm gonna end it. I think I'm gonna end it because I also need to go take my dogs out for a walk. Thank you all for coming. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you, Andre, for coming up, and thank you, for watching and coming, and hanging out with me. Thank you, guys. I will see you guys next time. Thanks, Andre.
Have a good one.